Cowboys Nation and YouTubers. This is the VA Dallas Cowboy fan coming back at you. Thank you all for liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting down below. I make these videos for me and you, and they're a little therapeutic. Breaking news today, before I get on about the defense. Andy Dalton has been hit with the CoVID-19 list. I don't know if he was a contact trace or if he's got a positive test, but they say he's the first Cowboy to get hit and put on the reserve list since July, and that was Zeke Elliott. That's crazy. I mean, I don't know what the man did. He's been in concussion protocol. He was still in the concussion protocol when this news came down today. So the Cowboys, you're immediately thinking they're going to stick with Ben DiNucci as the starter going against Philadelphia. Well, along with him saying, and Jerry Jones now saying, that the game was too much for him against the Eagles, now there's rumors that they could either start Garrett Gilbert, or they can start Cooper Rush, activate him off the practice squad, and elevate him to the starting quarterback over everybody. I don't know how to feel about that. The man just got back. I know he's been here, but I'm not sure, he's going to know everything any better than the guys we've been running with. But all in all, no matter who's the quarterback, I don't see us doing very much against that Steelers defense. And it just makes you angry when you look at that Steelers defense, because Bud Dupree and TJ Watt, two players we could have drafted if not for the Jason Garrett regime saying they didn't fit our scheme. They wanted certain players that we drafted over them, and those guys have been bust, and they have not been on the team since. But they didn't fit our scheme, and now they're in Pittsburgh wrecking shop, and we're sitting here looking pathetic every week. It's ridiculous. But that is the quick breaking news for the Cowboys. Andy Dalton to the COVID-19 reserve list, with Ben DiNucci, Garrett Gilbert, or Cooper Rush now being our starter. I hope they figure it out, because you only really have 2 days of practice with a couple walkthroughs before this game, and you don't even know who your starting quarterback is now. When it rains, it pours for the Cowboys. Okay, on to our defensive analysis of the Philadelphia game. We had defensive line issues, as usual, with people running up the middle and just destroying our defensive tackles. I don't know how they can fix that. It seems like they're still not getting any push, even though Antoine Woods is visibly taking on double and triple team blocks. He's just unable to shed those blocks and create any kind of momentum in the run game and stopping them. The edge rushers, they're doing their jobs as much as they can. There was a couple of good plays by Randy Gregory, Aldon Smith, and DeMarcus Lawrence. They did their jobs proficiently for the first time all season. They had pressure. They contained Carson Wentz as much as they could. They tried to get into the backfield a couple times and make tackles. And overall, their play got better. So I give them a C+, because they played better than they have all season, but it was still average with the defensive tackles not stopping the running plays and getting gashed up the middle. That kind of brings their grade back down to earth. If they'd stopped them from doing so many easy running plays up the middle, I'd have given them a higher grade. Linebackers. Van Der Esch looked better than his first game back against Washington. Sean Lee was only in for 4 plays, and then he got shaken up, and then he was gone for the rest of the game. I think it's time for him to just go ahead and hang it up. There's nothing he can do on the field anymore without getting hurt or banged up. Sorry to say it, but the General's time has come. Jalen Smith, I don't know what's wrong with this guy. There's plays where he makes the correct reads and he's in there and makes a good tackle. And then there's other plays where he's completely clueless of situational awareness when Carson Wentz is rolling to the outside due to the pressure. You got a clear look at him. You looked at him, and you still ran down the field with the running back instead of coming up and making a tackle. That just made no sense to me. Like, he wasn't even attempting to throw the ball, so I don't know why he's going to continue running with the running back when it's clearly him just taking off and running now. So that's a D. Van Der Esch is the only reason y'all got a D because he played a little better. But the rest of the linebackers are not showing me anything that makes me say that they're improving. Joe Thomas, same thing. He's there, but you can't tell that he's doing anything spectacular anymore. It's like he wore down. He was good starting the season, but now he's worn down and he's not helping. Corners, of course, Trayvon Diggs. He's the story. They picked on him all game. He did get beat for a couple plays and a touchdown, but he also came up with 2 interceptions. That right there could have given the whole group a freaking A, but then you got Anthony Brown doing Anthony Brown and getting caught holding every other play like he does. I don't know why he's got to keep grabbing guys. Jordan Lewis, he's getting beat for a couple plays, and he's taking poor angles, and he's getting beat. And that just brings the grade right back down. Trayvon Diggs, A by himself, but as a unit, y'all get a D. Y'all could have done better. And I hope you can do better if Cheeto comes back so you can stop relying so much on Anthony Brown when he's clearly not the answer at corner either. Safeties. Donovan Wilson finally showed up. He had a strip sack, and that's pretty much it for safety play. Xavier Woods was there in a couple plays, but then he was not there in a couple plays, you know? So I give y'all a D. Overall defense is just same old, same old. They look good only because Philadelphia is bad. You can't say that this defense would have won against teams that are better offensively, and that's the problem we're going to have against somebody like Pittsburgh. And since I got a little bit of time, I'm going to discuss the special teams. Kicking, Greg Zuerlein did as well as he could. He knuckleballed that 59-yarder in, and he kind of, I think it was 52-yarder he missed. He shanked it right, but, you know, wind and weather conditions wasn't conducive to him, and the fact that we keep pushing the ball back when we're in great field position to kick a field goal didn't help him a bit. He could have had 4 40-yard field goals, but we kept getting a sack or something crazy and taking a freaking trick play, knocking us back in field position, that he had to attempt all these 50-yard field goals. But we had kind of decent field position in the return game, so that was a little bit of a step forward. Nothing great like the Washington game. On those, I would have given us a B, because at least it looks like they attempted to do better, and the return games were a lot better than what they've been. Tony Pollard's actually letting the ball go in for touchbacks now instead of trying to run them back 10 yards deep. But the grade had to come back down to earth again. I had to take him down to a D as my final grade overall, because Chris Jones just doesn't have it as a punter right now. I don't know why we keep him. He's getting older, and he's sporting a sports hernia injury right now since last year. He's not had surgery for it. They keep trying to say time will take care of it, but his kicking average on punts is just getting worse every year. And now you can't even kick the ball 30 yards because you just can't do it anymore. You put a guy on the practice squad to potentially take over this position, but you're not even using the guy. It's like you're actively trying to lose games. You know Chris Jones ain't got it, so why do you keep putting him out there? Jared Jones got to stop with this undying loyalty to some players and just kick them to the curb. And thinking of kicking people to the curb, Tyrone Crawford, you got to go, bro. You ain't done nothing. You're washed out of plays. You don't show up on the stat sheet. It's like you're not even there. You're supposed to be starting defensive tackle, and you're nowhere to be seen. You're not helping anything. You're basically a waste of $8 million, I think, right now, doing absolutely nothing. He can go ahead and go too. Chris Jones and Tyrone Crawford, two guys that can leave. So, overall defensive effort, get you a C-, D+. It's better effort, but if y'all could have done this all season with Dak actually playing, we might actually have a way better record right now than we do. But it took trading away a player and cutting 2 others for y'all to get your stuff right. Something's wrong. Something is definitely wrong. Because apparently it can't be coaching because y'all guys got it for 1 game. So I don't know what it is. It's got to just be the players. But that's all I got to say about that today. Tomorrow we're going to head into the coaching department and we'll talk about anything else breaking. They did discuss with Mike McCarthy about the whole Terrence Steele, Zach Martin thing, and they're continuously being delusional about keeping him at right tackle just because. He's already given you half a year to see that he's no good, but y'all keep continuing to think he's going to turn the corner magically all of a sudden and play better. He's not. He's just not. I don't know why we keep telling ourselves or telling the fan base that he's going to turn it around when he's not. He's had 8 weeks to turn this around, and he has not done it once. You can do a better configuration of the offensive line, but y'all just choose not to. I don't know what's going on there. It's like you're actively tanking, but you're not tanking. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I'll discuss it tomorrow during the coaching thing. You know what? I don't want to get into it right now. But that's all I got for y'all right now. We don't know who's going to be our starting quarterback against Pittsburgh, to be honest. And defense gets a C-, D+ at best for showing up against another bad team. Will they continue to look semi-average? That would be nice, but then you're putting all the onus on the offense to get better. And we know that's a hard road to climb. So, if anything else happens, we'll get it to you. Until then, have a safe and hopefully uneventful Tuesday, election day. Go out and vote. Stay safe out there. Take care. VA Dallas Cowboy fan, out.